about as physically demanding as they need to be. If somebody wants to lose 30 pounds, then it might be a little bit more intense, assuming that they're healthy enough to do it. If somebody's goal is to improve stability in their ankles, improve their balance, then it's not going to be as physically demanding. It really depends on what the goal is. If somebody is 85 years old and they just haven't moved around very much in the last, 10 years or so, we're not going to be doing any boot camps. It's all about the individual person. It's all about what their goals are, and it's all about what they're capable of doing. Very little. The truth is you can do so much with just the equipment and just the furniture in your homes. Standing up and sitting down is an exercise. You can do that during your commercial breaks. Walking up and down stairs. There's so much you can do with just body weight and just around the house equipment. You can stretch using a towel by just, doing something overhead like that.
Right.
There's so many things that you can do if you're just a little bit creative and look around the house. We're meant to move, and we're in an environment where there's so much that we can use just naturally. I offer 45-minute sessions and 1-hour sessions. So I've trained people once every couple weeks, and I've trained people for 5 days a week. So it really depends on the person. The biggest thing that I can tell people is that you should be doing something every day. Now you might only want kind of a full 1-hour workout 2 or 3 times a week, but there's no reason you can't walk around or do something for even 10 or 15 minutes a day. A few minutes of stretching, just getting out, like I said, going for a walk after dinner time. It's really that lifestyle that makes the biggest difference, to have that healthy lifestyle. Something that I talk about a lot is that one of the biggest factors of success is when I'm not around. There's 168 hours in the week. I might be seeing you for 3 of those hours. So there's nothing that we can possibly do in those 3 hours that will negate the other 165 hours in that week if you're not living a healthy lifestyle. So I can guide you and I can tell you what to do, but you should be doing something every day, and it doesn't have to be anything crazy. But what are you doing with those other 165 hours? That's the difference between success and not as much success. So I brought one of my toys here today. I thought I'd show you a couple of exercises that I do with my clients. This is a great exercise that anybody can do, but I do it a lot with people who have some trouble moving around. We talked before about stability and balance. And what we want to do in order to prevent some kind of fall is we want to improve the muscles that help with balance. And the calf is one of those muscles. So a great exercise that you can do is just put your foot up here, and you should feel a gentle stretch in the back of your calf. Now the further forward your back leg is, the deeper the stretch. So I'm going to put my foot forward a little bit, and I'm going to feel a nice intense stretch in the back of the ankle. So I'll let you give it a go.
All right. So we'll start with this?
Yep, we can start there. And how do you feel right now?
Stretch in the calf area.
Yeah, okay, and you can see if you bring your back foot forward a little bit, it might be a little bit more intense.
Oh, yeah.
So you can be the judge about where you stand.
Right.
Now what I would ordinarily do is I would do this for about a minute with each foot with a client. So you can decide how long you do it for.
Okay.
If you've had enough,
And
that's fine.
Just switch over.
Even it out a little bit.
Oh, yeah. And what is this piece of equipment called?
So this is just a half dome.
Okay.
But if you're at home and you don't have this, that's totally fine. You can do it on a low step. You can roll up a towel. Very easy to do whether you have the equipment or not.
And where can we find this?
So you can get this in a lot of sporting goods stores. You can get it online. I got this on Amazon.ca.
Okay.
But they're pretty available. And the second exercise we're going to do, this is another one that's good for anybody, but it's good for people who, can move around a little bit more. One of the biggest problems in today's society is that we don't move around. Some health experts are saying that a sedentary lifestyle is the new smoking. I personally find that to be a tad dramatic, but the point is that we're not moving around enough. So this is how I'm supposed to be standing. This is called the anatomical position. I'm standing up straight, my limbs are extended. This is how God intended us to stand. The problem is that we sit at our desk all day, we're hunched over. I'm 6'2". Right now I'm condensed into about 3.5 feet, and I might be like this for 10 hours a day when I'm at my computer, when I'm in my car. So the remedy for that is nice big movements. So this is a great way, this next exercise is a great way to just open up your body again. So what I'm going to have you do, and you might look a little bit silly, I don't care because it works. We're just going to march in the spot and get nice big arm movements. And as you're getting the hang of it, you can go a little bit faster.
Okay.
So we want to get our arms as high as we can up and as high as we can back.
So really exaggerate the movement.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a lot of people are actually surprised by how tired they get at the end of this. And it just goes to show, it doesn't matter how simple the movement. If you're moving a lot of parts, it can take a fair amount out of you.
Okay. And how long should we be doing this exercise?
So I might do this in 30-second intervals. Do it in 30 seconds, you know, take a rest. You can do them, you know, if you say 8 rounds of this through the course of the day or during a commercial break when you're watching your TV show. But the idea is just getting up and opening up your body.
Right.
Fascia is a type of soft tissue that surrounds the muscle. One of the benefits of working fascia is that it's great for flexibility. It's great for improving if you feel joint pain. I'll give you an example. If I were to stretch my shoulder, I'm basically stretching the shoulder. But when I stretch all the fascia around the shoulder, it allows me to move my shoulder so much more. So I'll give you a little example. If you want to lift up your finger, and just give it a little push and make a mental note about how far it's moving. Okay? Now what I want you to do, we're going to stretch out the fascia. So I want you to grab it by the knuckle. And
by the knuckle.
Yep, by the knuckle. And take a nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, I want you to pull and just twist your finger a little bit. And I'll do another breath. Inhale. Okay, so we've just given the finger a little bit of a fascial stretch. Now what I want you to do, I want you to push your finger again and see if there's any difference in your mobility. So you're at just about 90 degrees now. So you can see just from that little stretch, you can see how much it changed in your finger. Imagine if we did that on your hips, on your shoulder, on your ankle. You can really see an immediate improvement. So that's what fascia is.
Okay.